Wait, tanks are literally firing at the power plant. Breaking, Zaporizhzhia, a nuclear power plant in Ukraine is on fire, says the mayor of local town. We saw it. You can watch it if you want. You want to watch the chatters keep sending me the footage. They want me to watch the power plant on fire. This is where the power plant is. It's on fire. They're constantly fighting. And 74,000 people are watching it currently. Why would you want to watch it though? I don't. But people want me to watch it. People constantly send this to me. There's cameras everywhere. A lot of these cameras can be easily accessed. Such is the way of war in the 21st century. In 2022, when you go to war, you're going to have CCTV footage showing you round the clock whatever the fuck's going on. Why would they bomb critical infrastructure? I don't think they're bombing it. I think they're fighting. And when you have fights near critical infrastructure, it unintentionally lights on fire. Different video a few minutes ago. Is that a missile? Is that? I don't even know what this is. What is that? A fucking UFO landing? What the fuck is this shit? Look in the left corner. I think it's a flare. Oh yeah, I think it is a flare. It's just slowed down. What the fuck? What is that? Okay, is that shooting? What the fuck is that? Oh, I think people are shooting from the ground towards the air. Yeah, those lights, those are just lights on cars. There's a Russian convoy on the road, bottom center approaching the plant. Those are armored vehicles firing. Is this the Russian convoy? What are those things? What are these? Are these flares? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's light glare artifacting. You can tell because of the car alarm lights going off, causing the blinking lights in the back. Oh, okay. Rocket seen hitting a building in the nuclear power plant in Enerhodar, largest. Oh, that's definitely an RPG. And no, the plant is on the left side. That's something else on the right side. That's not a rocket. That's a rocket propelled grenade. Pretty sure. Artillery shell or something. Oh yeah, you're right. It is artifacting. You're right. You're totally right. It's just the infrared or whatever. That is a flare. Those are flares. Yeah, there's some. Wait, that's something being fired from the ground down here, or is that something? Oh no, that's. I don't know what that is. That actually might be hitting the ground.
14 months.
But that one up there is a flare. That does look like a missile. The occupiers of the first power unit of the Zaporizhzhia NPP, due to the shelling, rescuers could not start extinguishing the fire. There's no information about the violation of the radiation background yet, and the representative of the press service of the station, Andriy Tuz, said, I shouldn't have to say that fire is one of the most dangerous events in a nuclear plant and is associated with a high-risk core damage. Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant in Ukraine is on fire, says mayor of local town. I feel like I said, this is one of those places where you're like, hey, hold up. Maybe we shouldn't do this here. This map captures the situation quite accurately, in my opinion. Russians have taken their first regional capital in the South Kherson. Counterattacks have reportedly pushed forces out of Mykolaiv. Watch out for Russian breakthroughs in Donbass. Overall situation in Mariupol is grave. If they completely overtake Kharkiv, they can choke out the rest of the Donbass region and further encircle Kyiv. Location of the camera, by the way. This is where it is. That's the nuclear reactor, like that's the nuclear facilities. And I think the fighting is happening on this line right here. And the fire is coming from this side. That's the road that they're on, right? Unit 1 is close to the camera, but on the left side. So the fire is coming from the other side. So here, look, like this is the courtyard that we're looking at. The cameras are facing this area right here. And this is the road where there are vehicles, I think, right? What the fuck? Did the camera just move? Camera just randomly moved towards the fire. Yeah, see? Where the fire is. And it's like right here. It's the NPP, like whatever. It's the... Yeah, see? Look at the fucking pipes and shit. Yeah, okay. See that right there is this thing. So this is exactly where the camera is. And I think it's, so the fire that's happening right now on the power plant is happening on the administration side, not in the actual reactor side. Still definitely terrifying. By the way, thank you. Shouts out to the camera operator. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, they're shooting. I'm seeing tracers. Oh, no. Oh, what the oh, dude, they're actually, oh my God. I gotta repeat that holy shit, dude. Oh, they're fucking still, they are shooting at the administration building. They're literally just they're shooting at the admin building where the fire is. They're just straight blasting it, dude. What the fuck is going on? What are they shooting at? Why are they shooting at the fucking admin building? Oh my God, they're blowing up the fucking building, dude. They're straight up blowing up the fucking administration building of the nuclear power plant. Oh my God. They were fighting in Energodar, and the Ukrainians fled to the nuclear reactor, and now they're both shooting at each other, and the Ukrainian army is in the administrative building of the nuclear power plant. Once again, okay, Marco Rubio with the fucking intel. Russian soldiers have breached the main building of the Zaporizhzhia nuke plant in Ukraine. Active firefighters going on inside a facility that's already on fire and controls 6 reactors. Firefighters unable to fight the fire because they're in the middle of a combat zone. So the administrative building of the power, the nuclear power plant is where the power plant is controlled, and the Ukrainian forces ran into Zaporizhzhia, is how you say it. Okay, well, the Ukrainian forces ran in there after a firefight, and now the Russian forces on the ground and the convoy that you can see. This is the Russian forces. The Ukrainian forces are shooting back at the Russian forces from the administrative building, and the Russian forces are shooting back into the administrative building. I don't know how the fuck this works, but I don't think you can manually control the power plant if the admin building is on fire, right? If it blows the fuck up, right? Ukraine's foreign minister on Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant fire says if it blows up, it will be 10 times larger than Chernobyl. Russians must immediately cease fire, allow firefighters to establish a security zone inside Paper Road. Doesn't a nuclear plant need constant surveillance and maintenance? Yes. The problem is they can't, as people are stating over and over again, they can't go in and stop the fire. I'm sure that there are other ways of shutting down a nuclear reactor if necessary, even though it will have catastrophic consequences regardless because it's powering probably a large chunk of the region. However, the other issue here is that the fire itself could be really large and could spread to other buildings and shit if not controlled. It needs to be fucking controlled. One power generating unit has been hit, according to Reuters. One power generating unit at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine has been hit during the attack by Russian troops. RIA News agency cites Ukrainian Energy Ministry. Oh my fucking God. This powers 25% of the country. The mayor of Energodar, Dmitry Orlov, urged immediately to stop shelling the nuclear power plant. There's nuclear danger in Zaporizhzhia, the largest power plant in Europe. Its press officer warns, attention, Russian weapons are firing on the nuclear power plant. Ukrainian Nuclear Power Authority reports about Russian weapons hitting the first power unit of Zaporizhzhia. Firefighters cannot eliminate the fire as they are heavily shelled. As of now, the wind blows in the directions of the Russian cities Rostov and Krasnodar. So that's the other part, is that, I mean, I don't know if this is the same as like a full-blown meltdown or potentially if it could get to that situation. But if it did, I don't think it is, but if it did, it's not, you can't control where the nuclear fallout goes in that situation. It's entirely in the hands of fucking Allah at that point. I mean, it will destroy that entire region, but also additional consequences will absolutely be met if winds blow in a certain direction. A meltdown is when the water cooling the reaction stops flowing and starts burning through the reactor. Like most nuke plants, the one in Ukraine under attack is built to withstand a direct hit from an airplane crash. The problem is a loss of power or a shell draining the pools used to store the spent fuel. If that fuel isn't cooled, it can melt and release large amounts of radioactivity. That is what they're talking about, right? If it was designed properly, you can at least partially shut down a plant in a few minutes with full shutdown in hours. Unless the fire destroys the containment of the material, it should be safe. Okay, well then, what if they can't fucking maintain cooling? I don't understand. Destroy a region to own the Ukrainians? Dog. It doesn't just destroy a region to own the Ukrainians. It destroys Russia, okay? It doesn't just own the Ukrainians. It owns Russia. I mean, I see troops moving around. I see other trucks coming in. I don't know if it's firefighter. Wait, they're shooting. Or no, they're not. It's not shooting, sorry. That's just lights. CNN is covering it live right now. All right, let's go to CNN.
Than Chernobyl. Again, we know nothing about what this fire actually is, but obviously it's a very concerning situation. Nick Payton-Walsh is out front. He is live in Odessa, Ukraine. Nick, obviously this is developing as we're talking, and there's almost...
Yes, CNN and HasanAbi use the same fucking cameras. This is how stupid it is, by the way, okay? We are all using the same fucking information. That's the sad part about this, okay? They have motherfuckers on the ground, but we're still using the same info. Remember when they fucking took over Chernobyl? And they actually didn't want to take over Chernobyl for any other reason other than they wanted to push their troops through Chernobyl. It's a direct way to get into Kyiv, right? But remember when they held hostage the Ukrainians inside the Chernobyl facility? That was because they understand the importance of maintaining the safety of a fucking, even an old nuclear power plant that is no longer commissioned, that is no longer being used. They still recognize the importance of fucking controlling it. I can't imagine being a firefighter. Like, excuse me, pause the war. We got to put this shit out. I mean, quite literally, And ambulances too. It's the same shit. How do you think people fucking engage in, what do you think combat medics do? They're literally still shooting from the building, by the way. I think the Russian forces moved away. Or, I mean, they didn't move away. The tanks are still there, but like they're literally still fucking shooting. Oh, fire trucks are finally moving towards the actual building. Why are they leaving? What is going on? Bro, they're going in the opposite direction. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck's happening? Ukraine's energy minister says firefighters at the nuclear power plant have been fired at by Russian troops and are unable to get to the blaze. Bro, what do you mean they were fucking shot at by fire, the Russians? We saw shooting from the building. What do you mean there are 3 Russian assault teams inside the main building. Oh, they are inside the building too. That's true. Okay, never mind. I think there are actually, what the fuck? Are they lasering the fucking camera? Bro, chill. CNN confirmed they can't get in. Firefighters unable to reach the fire at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The mayor of the nearby town, Energodar, Dmitry Orlov, says in a Facebook post. Don't know why they would actually shoot at the firefighters, but I don't know if they even shot at the firefighters, but instead I think they just saw gunshots and were like, fuck this, I'm out. Here, I'm gonna fucking make this big and let's see. Dude. Hold on. Look. Where are the shots coming from? The shots are coming from the ground towards this direction. The tracers, rather. Okay, here's Anderson.
Firing from all sides upon Zaporizhzhia NPP, the largest nuclear power plant in Europe. Fire has already broken out. If it blows up, it will be 10 times larger than Chernobyl. Russians must immediately cease the fire, allow firefighters, establish a security zone, ! Now, elsewhere, Russian attacks on civilians accelerated today. This was a huge apartment complex in a city about 60 miles south of Kyiv, which is...
Bro, they're like, we got so much going on, we can't tell you about the fucking nuclear. It's wild that they're just like, yeah, I know that there is like actively a firefight happening at a fucking nuclear power plant that if it melted down would be 10x Chernobyl. But, you know, here's a message from our sponsors. At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break.
In this area, but I mean, that would appear to be tracer fire of relatively large caliber weapons.
Bro, they literally know just as much as we do, which is fucking really sad. I always watch these motherfuckers and I think to myself, like, there's gonna be more, like, there's gotta be some, like, serious fucking analysis here. And it's always like they have a guy on who will then fucking turn around and say, like, yeah, you know, shit might pop off, I guess. It's like, okay, well, I say that, and I'm a fucking idiot, you know what I mean? I'm a dumb himbo. How are you gonna sit there and do the same thing that I'm doing? You're supposed to be the professionals.
Put pressure on, right? And fire, deadly fire as well, including against civilians, but you also deprive them of what they need, food, power, water, etc. And this would be a case. Trouble is, of course, this is a war. Those weapons are powerful, and anything near a plant like this is potentially dangerous.
Yeah. Graham Allison, I appreciate your expertise, and I appreciate you.
I think we all agree. Wait, what the fuck? Anderson Cooper's in Lviv? What the fuck's he doing in Ukraine, bro? Why'd they send him out there? Holy shit, that's how you know CNN's like, yo, this war is gonna keep going on for a while. Like, we got a fucking station out of Ukraine. Oh my lord. But yeah, here, by the way, I mean, okay, next to TV, thank you for showing this, but you know, I did this already for the chat, but yeah, here it is. This is where the camera is. This is what the camera is filming. Like I said, what the fuck? A museum? There's a nuclear museum? I thought that was the administrative building. Based on the video on Google, it seems the building on fire to the right of the combo bank, training center, and museum building. The building in front of the camera is just an admin building with the offices and intake. The building under the camera behind it is where most of the remote control is done. I actually don't know who the fuck is controlling. I want to know, like, where they're controlling the camera from. Bombing the bank for funds? No, guys. The reason why this firefight is taking place at a fucking nuclear facility is because that's where it moved towards. Or it's either because the firefight moved towards the nuclear facility and the forces that were retreating took shelter in it, or because the Russian forces wanted to overtake the nuclear facility, not because they were like literally, let's bomb the fucking nuclear reactor. They've done this before. Again, they did this in Chernobyl as well when they were passing through Chernobyl in an effort to ensure that like the safety and security of Chernobyl was intact. They literally kept the fucking Ukrainian scientists that were working inside of Chernobyl stay inside of Chernobyl. They forced them to be there. That's why they kidnapped them, basically. They're not that fucking dumb. I mean, I know Putin is a psycho, he's crazy, but like, again, nuclear reactor meltdown potential is kind of a big game ruiner for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wins in that situation. It's like thinking he's gonna nuke himself. You know what I mean? Wait, firefighters are allowed in? I mean, I'm not seeing it. According to Andrei Tu, spokesman of the press, service of the nuclear power plant, there is no threat of radiation spread. So why did everybody say it was happening? The same fucking power plant guy was like, they're shelling our nuclear reactor. And now they're saying, oh, there's no fear. Oh, okay. Fuck it then, dude. YOLO, I guess. Why did you say that it was then? For the longest fucking time. Every government agency probably looking through that camera right now. Yeah, in a weird way. Like the entire world is looking at this fucking YouTube feed. Yo, that shit is so whack. Why did they do that? Oh, it looks like the fire is dying a little bit too, by the way. But that's so whack. They literally fucking act like, you know, this is nuclear holocaust is here. Nuclear holocaust is here. And then they're like, just kidding. Actually, it's fine. It's fine. Actually, people were saying like elevated levels of radiation. Now it's like, oh, just, you know, we were just fucking joking. Actually, it's still a risk. It is still a risk. Of course it's a risk. Like I said, there's like a million different places you can have a firefight. Okay. You probably shouldn't ever have a firefight. It's bad. And it's wrong, and people are going to die if you do it. But there are a million different areas that are better suited to have a firefight than the fucking courtyard of a nuclear power plant. Maybe, call me crazy. Firefighting crews have now reportedly been allowed access to the plant to fight the growing fire at the facility. All right, well, it's good now. I don't know what's going on with the fucking feed, bro. Oh, Tractor Supply. That's right. As of now, it seems like the nuclear disaster has been avoided. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen, so that's a good thing. Firefighters are allowed to enter the facility. Wikipedia editor's already on it. Battle of Zaporizhzhia is an ongoing military engagement. What the fuck? Dude, it just started, dude. Bro, it hasn't even ended yet. You already made, we're making all the edits, Anyway, look, Wikipedia editors make the world go round, okay? I respect them, but also, you know, they're kind of whack.